Hey guys. Well, this is kind of a rant video, if you know what I'm talking about. Tomorrow I'm going to be taking the 310 out to the local flying field here and get the engines running. Not going to fly it, but I want to do a good final shakedown test and get it all ready to go, since now I got the cowls and everything on it. You know, I want to get it out there, get the engines tuned in with the cowls on, do some taxi tests, make sure the landing gear's holding air, all that good stuff. So that's coming up tomorrow, and possibly the maiden flight of the Goldberg Chipmunk. So there may be a video tomorrow, maybe not, we'll see. Anyways, the purpose of this video is a hot topic, a very hot topic in our country, and that is this guy right here. The new regulations from the FAA. I am now legal, at least this airplane's legal, because I got my FAA number on there. So let's talk about that for a minute. For those that don't know, I know I have a lot of, I call you guys out-of-town viewers, but I don't mean that in a bad way at all, but I have a lot of viewers that are not in this country, so they're probably not too familiar with our local authorities for flying model airplanes. But here in the States, we've been having a lot of, I wouldn't say issues, but a lot of stuff has been going on with the FAA. And lately, the newest big regulation for our hobby was we have to register ourselves with the FAA and put our FAA number on our plane somewhere. And that right there, who cares about that? This is nothing to me. You know, to be part of the FAA, to register, that is, and put a sticker on an airplane, who cares? You know, that's not going to end my day right there. But the way this whole thing has been brought to us has been put in such, I don't even know words for it, but in the eyes of our government, that little sticker right there is going to end world hunger. It will end terrorism on the planet. Nothing bad could ever happen in this world because I put that sticker on my airplane. That's kind of how they look at it. I don't see it that way, but, you know, whatever. So here's the big piss me offer. And it's kind of it's a statement and also a question at the same time. Holy crap, is that thing dirty? Look at that. Ugh. Anyway, so for all of us here that are in the States that are part of the AMA, we are well aware of what's going on with the FAA because we're getting, I don't know, 5 or 6 emails a week talking about the FAA and regulations and all that BS. So we know what's going on. Now, let's just play pretend here for a second. Let's say I'm not involved in this hobby. I don't have any airplanes. I don't fly. I know nothing about it. But I decided that I wanted to go on to Facebook, Craigslist, whatever, and buy, you know, a 40-size trainer and teach myself how to fly out on a back road behind my house. We're just playing pretend here. I don't know anything about the AMA. Well, I've heard of the AMA. I've heard of it. But I know nothing about the FAA. I don't know that I need that cute little sticker right there. I have no idea. So now I'm out teaching myself how to fly on this cheap airplane that I bought online. But it turns out I am breaking the law. Technically, it's a federal offense. Technically. I don't think anybody's going to be going to prison over this, but how am I supposed to know that I'm breaking the law? Because I don't know about the AMA. It's not common knowledge that you have to register with the FAA to fly a model airplane. For those of us that are part of the AMA, you know, we know because we're constantly being informed. But for those out there that are not part of the AMA, how is this supposed to be enforced to everybody in the United States of America? You know, it's common sense that if I grab my 9mm, go outside and shoot somebody in the head when they walk by my house, I'm going to prison for life. That is common sense. Everybody knows that. Not everybody knows about that little sticker or registering with the FAA. So how can they enforce something that not everybody knows about? Because here in the States, and I'm sure most other countries, if there's a huge change, like something really big is taking place, you know, that's national news. It's on every channel. It's in every newspaper. It's going through your email. You're going to get text. Everybody knows about it. Not in this case. This is not national news. There has been no, you know, emergency news bulletin saying flying model airplanes is now illegal unless you're registered with the FAA. So, answer me this. Somebody. How is everybody supposed to know about it? Now, I know there's a lot of people that are going to play stupid on the situation and just say, well, I didn't know. And you might be able to get away with it. I don't know. We'll find out. But for those that legit don't know what's going on, how can you punish somebody like that? So, yeah, I don't know. That's just a huge a huge piss me offer right there. Because that makes no sense to me. I mean, in my personal opinion, you know, putting the number on an airplane, being known by the FAA who you are, that does make sense to me in a way. Because I am using the airspace as well as the FAA. We're sharing. So, but, you know, I'm flying in areas that the FAA should not be using. You know, pilots should not be flying at the altitudes we're flying at. So, you know, we're in our spot. But still, they know who I am. So, yeah, you know, I don't have any problem with that. You know, it's $5 every 3 years, and I got to put that tiny sticker on the bottom side of my elevator. Who cares? Whoop-de-doo. But I know about it. What about the people that don't? Somebody answer me that question. What about the people that have no freaking clue even what the FAA is? Exactly. That's what I thought. So, anyway. That's been literally picking at the back of my brain for months. And the FAA is not finished with us either. There's going to be more crap coming down the line here in the near future. It might not be a big deal, or it could be the whole shebang that they're talking about. And if that's the case, I'm going to have a giant bonfire, because all this stuff will be literally useless. I mean, how can you sell stuff that you can't use? So, hopefully it doesn't come to that, but yeah, I kind of have a good idea of what's going to happen, so. Anyway. So, tomorrow should be fun. Hopefully we'll get this thing in the air and get a good shakedown test on the 310, which will be the final step before the first flight. So stay tuned. Should be another video coming up tomorrow of this guy all put together out in the elements with both engines running properly instead of having an ignition going bad. And possibly the first flight of the old Chipmunk. Alright guys, later.